Hello. Okay, Libra, so we're back. Sorry about that. Good thing it like cut off the whole time of me being like, hey, is this working? I'm trying to see if it's working. It's not working. So, anyways, Libra, let's get back into your reading here. So Libra, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, that is you like understanding you were the only person causing mental conflict with yourself. Okay, that's your general. Career is kind of like not really there, not doing it. All right, I'm not into it. I'm not doing it. Whatever. You get the point. Okay. Love. A little bit of lack of equal give and take. Now, with that being said, some of you may feel like your partner is overworking to kind of give you everything that you want or need or whatever. And that may be causing a little bit of conflict within yourself. Finally, in healing, you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not quite where you want to be, but you will get there. November, the World card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. So Libras, you have for November the World. So the world keeps moving, turning, whatever. Ace of Pentacles. I do see some of you for career looking at a little bit of opportunities, okay? Eight of Cups in reverse for love. You're not walking away from anything, okay? The Fool in reverse for healing. I just heard, who are you fooling, darling? Okay, so some of you are a little bit reluctant on that healing journey, okay? Next, we have the Queen of Wands, the Sun in reverse, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups for December, okay? So the Queen of Wands is your general message of a little bit of like independent woman, okay? Man, whatever relates to you. The Sun in reverse for career, definitely not there. A lot of you Libras are just like, fuck that. Okay. The Seven of Cups is there's a little bit of emotional instability in your connection in December that may not relate to all of you. Some of you may need to release some stuff that just doesn't work for you anymore. And that's kind of your call to do that. Okay. And the Ace of Cups is a little bit of emotional connection. So some of you I see now accepting that there's some shit you really need to work on, okay? Okay, Libras, your overall energy is the Eight of Wands in reverse. So that is my non-player card. So I like that for you. Some of you are in committal energy. Excuse me. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse is, for me, it's quick moving energy. So I do see a little bit of fast moving energy. Some of you may have moved fast in a connection. And then, so funny, because the Knight of Swords in reverse is slow moving energy. So you kind of like got this like quick and slow energy in a connection, or that's how you're feeling. Half of you is moving quick and the other half's moving you stagnant. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I see for you. Okay, so Scorpios, what do we have for our Scorpio friends, please? What do we have for Scorpios, please? What is it for our Scorpio friends that they need to know? What is it for our Scorpio friends that they need to know? What is it for the Scorpios? Okay, October, November, December, and the overall. All right, Scorpio, what do we have for you? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles in reverse is definitely a stagnant kind of unstable energy for general. The Two of Pentacles in career is needing equal give and take or finding balance in your work life and career. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse in love is very quick moving energy. So some of you are trying to push your foundations of love to like more higher commitment. Okay. With the Seven of Swords in reverse for healing, let's just face it. Some of you know you need to, and some of you refuse to. Okay. Next, we have the November. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. You have the Nine of Wands. You have the Page of Swords in reverse. And then you have the King of Wands in reverse. Oh my God, so many wands. Okay. So, Scorpio, the Ten of Wands in reverse is you're not walking away from whatever it is. The Nine of Wands is looking for passion and career. The Page of Swords in reverse is a refusal to acknowledge something that may be affecting your connection. Some of you, it may be communication, okay? Finally, King of Wands in reverse for healing energy. That is not good. That is me telling you that you are codependent in some instances, okay? December, some of you, I just saw some of you are literally leaning on somebody to give you all that emotional validation that you need to learn to give to yourself. Okay, Scorpios, I'm calling you out. Okay, December, the Chariot for your general. Keep moving forward. Energy always keeps moving forward. The career, King of Swords in reverse. So that is telling me. So you have the Chariot, King of Swords in reverse, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so Chariot, keep moving forward. King of Swords in reverse is there's going to be a little bit of deceit I'm seeing in career. The grass is not always greener on the other side is what I'm seeing for some of you. The Two of Swords in love is showing me some of you are lying, or somebody is lying to you, or there's a little bit of miscommunication in a connection. The Four of Wands is telling me that some of you may be working on healing something that you need to, because it is affecting you elsewhere. Okay, I'm seeing a passion energy to heal. Okay. Overall energy, the Three of Cups in reverse is a lack of community. The Four of Pentacles is you're kind of holding back, whether it's stability or energy or even finances. The Seven of Wands is a lack of peace, and I do see that because you need to do the work to get this, okay? So if that makes sense, great. If it doesn't, whatever. All right, Sagittarius, it is your turn. Sagittarius friends. Oh, the Sagittarius friends of mine. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see, what do we have for our Sagittarius friends, please? Cat in the fiddle and the cat jumped over the moon. I don't know what that's about, but thank you, Sagittarius. Okay, October, November, December. Overall energy for our Sagittarius friends. All right. Sagittarius, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Five of Wands, the High Priestess in reverse, in the Tower. So Sagittarius, you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So definitely getting over some kind of conflicting energy or conflict, okay, or self-conflict, okay? Career, building up on something passionate. Love, High Priestess in reverse. So some of you just may be single and trying to get to that point of High Priestess energy for yourself. The Tower for healing. There is a little bit of a blockage in the healing. Some of you may be a little bit reluctant. You may be holding a little bit of a grudge, but it does say that this too shall pass, pretty much is what it's saying, okay? November, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse, and then you have the Knight of Cups, okay? So November, you have slow-moving energy, okay? Seven of Pentacles, seeing something grow in career, okay? The Hierophant in reverse is kind of funny because you have now the High Priestess and the Hierophant. So that is definitely telling me a need to work on self more than anything. And then the Knight of Cups for healing. I'm seeing a need to be gentle with self as well, okay? December, you have the Emperor energy, okay? The Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. So this is telling me for December, you have the Emperor, so you're kind of standing in that masculine powerhouse, okay? The Four of Cups in your business is a little weird. You're not seeing something very clearly. You're only looking at the negative aspect of something, and you need to also remember there's always a kind of like yin and yang, negative and positive in a situation. There's also a balancing act, okay? Nine of Cups in reverse in your love is telling me that there is some serious emotional blockage for some of you. and it's something that you need to work on. With the moon in reverse, I do see a little bit of leaving some kind of introspection to understanding for your healing, okay? Next, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Four of... Oh my goodness. The Knight of Swords in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Swords. So I see for the rest of this year, slow moving energy and communication. Not always like quick, kind of like quick moving energy, but also like knowing when you need to relax and knowing when you can go. Okay. And the Eight of Swords is your understanding that really you're the only person holding any kind of communication or conflict back. Okay. Capricorn, what do we have for you? Capricorn. What do we have for the Capricorns today? Huh? Okay, sorry. I don't know where the voice came from, but it was here. November, December. Okay. And then 3 overall for Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Sun in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So, general, you have a little bit of lack of communication with something. With the Sun card in reverse for business, I see something's not going the way that you want it to go. Some of you, I just saw a promotion did not happen for you, so you may be a little bit bummed. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, this is a new building foundation in love, and the Page of Cups says, be kind to yourself. For some reason I keep getting like be kind to yourself. Some of you feel a little bit of split on something with the healing process. Okay, don't ask, that's what I'm being shown. Okay. November, you have the Chariot in reverse, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so you're not going anywhere for general. The Eight of Pentacles is showing some kind of independence in career. The Eight of Wands in reverse is showing that there is a possible kind of committal energy. And the Queen of Wands in the healing is in acceptance to have some kind of healing energy, understanding, passion, a fiery passion to heal something. All right, whatever that means to you. December, Lovers in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. This is also your card. Okay, Capricorn. Let's break it down. The Lovers in reverse in your general message could very well mean you're disconnecting with a Gemini, or you're not really going to focus too much on love. If a foundation builds, that's great. However, you're only kind of, it's like a giving and receiving kind of situation. Okay. The Hermit in reverse is you're no longer looking within about something in career. You are ready to take that step forward that you need to. King of Pentacles in your love is obviously showing some kind of stability in your foundations. And then the Devil in reverse for healing. So I do like how it's not the Devil upright, but it's also your own card. So I do see a very strong kind of healing, rejoice energy for you. So I do like that, okay? Your overall energy is the King of Cups in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So a little bit of lack on empathy and self-love, and a little bit of lack on emotion. Some of you may be standing in a masculine energy right now. However, it may be affecting a little bit of your ability to manifest the dreams that you desire. And the Ten of Wands in reverse is you're not walking away from your passions. However, you may have to try a new angle to see if it will work for you this way. Some of you, I'm being shown that you may have like a little side project that you're doing and you tested something for so many months and it didn't work out, and now you're on a new direction, okay? Aquarius, what do we have for you? Aquarius. November, December, and the 3 overall. Okay, so Aquarius, what we have for you is the Three of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. So for October, you have no real new directions and passions for your general. Your career, you're not quite here on where you want to be. I see you working up to that point. Love, you're not quite there. where you want to be. I see you working up to that. The Three of Cups in reverse is you may be feeling a little bit of lack community in your healing journey. You may be standing alone in this, Aquarius, or needing to. Some of you fucked up real bad and need to work on some shit, okay? That's what I'm being shown, and I'm not going to talk about it. All right. Next, we have November. You have the Eight of Swords, the Moon, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. So, Eight of Swords, you are the only person holding yourself back and you are not seeing that clearly. The Moon, you need to look within in career and figure out what it is that are secrets that are hiding. The Knight, and I also just heard be truthful with yourself, because some of you are in a delusional illusion confusion, okay? King of Cups in reverse is a little bit of lack of emotions, okay, Aquarius, for love. Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy and healing, so it is a process, okay? December, you have the Tower in reverse, the Justice card, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Cups. So for some of you, Tower in reverse, it is a reluctant energy. I don't know what it relates to, but I could see it relating to this especially, okay? The Justice, sorry, can be a finding balance in your work, okay? Five of Cups in reverse is no longer sulking on stuff that doesn't work for you, and the Four of Cups in healing is some of you may be really hyper-fixating on the negatives and do not see the rainbow behind you, that there is positive in all of this, okay? Overall energy, Seven of Pentacles, so you do have opportunities of growth. The Judgment in reverse is you need to release judgment on yourself and stop being so bloody critical. And the Six of Wands is standing in your power because your strength is in your passions. Some of you have more strengths in your hobbies than actual career, but that's not a quit your day job situation, all right? Just saying. Pisces. Hello, Pisces friends. It is your turn. All right, Pisces, what do we have for our Pisces friends? Okay, Pisces, what is it for the Pisces for quarterly? Excuse me, last but not least, our Pisces friends, what do they need to know here, please? Okay, October, November, December, okay, and then the 3 overall for Pisces, okay? Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. You have this Sun card, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Pentacles, and the World. Okay, so Pisces, the Sun card is you may just be feeling great about yourself, honestly. Ace of Pentacles in reverse for career is some of you really don't have a career right now, okay? Some of you may be on disability, and that's totally fine, and you may be looking at options, but right now you're not really in a hurry. Excuse me. Some of you may be working on healing so that you can get there, okay? The Three of Pentacles in love. I don't see all of you in a connection. Some of you may be building a connection, or some of you just may be building on that self-love energy, okay? Or it could be a connection with even family, rebuilding connections with family, okay? Then you have the World and healing. So I do see a lot of positive aspects on you working towards that healing energy. November, you have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so Three of Swords in reverse normally could be like leaving heartbreak. Some of you may be leaving heartbreak. Some of you may be leaving negative thinking or pathways behind, maybe working on resurrection, rejoicement, renewal, whatever the hell you want to call it, okay? The Page of Wands is seeking some kind of independence. Maybe there's some of you that are looking for, hey, for career, maybe I should check to see what I'm passionate about and if it will bring me somewhere, okay? Nine of Swords in reverse for the love. So definitely not really listening to negative energy about yourself, okay? Nine of Pentacles is building foundations. I also see that building in foundations of healing energy. So I do like that for you. That could be like building your mental or whatever, okay? Finally, for December, you have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so general message, inner peace. Okay, for the Seven of Wands, career, Four of Wands in reverse. Some of you aren't too sure where you're going. Do you want to go independent or not independent? Do you want to work for somebody or for yourself? That's kind of what some of you are trying to figure out in life, okay? Love, the Two of Swords in reverse, so I definitely see you not really listening to that negative thinking mode, okay? And healing, Two of Wands, definitely seeking different types of ways to heal. That is something interesting, okay? Next, you have the Eight of Wands. So for some of you, could be playing the field, all right? Or having multiple passions that you're testing out to see what you want for career. For some reason, that's showing up. The King of Cups in reverse is not really interested in love. So once again, that could be building a foundation to create something that brings you that kind of like energy, Empress energy, or like, I just heard validation, but it's not quite validation. It's like, maybe it is. Maybe it's a validation of success is kind of what I'm getting. Okay. So if that makes sense for you, great. If it doesn't, please leave it behind. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to do another quarterly in the next live stream, but it's going to be a collective energy. Okay. Goodbye.